Hello and welcome to Rediscovering Limerick. My name is Sharon Slater. In this episode we are going to be dealing with the renowned surgeon, historian, patriot and humanitarian Sylvester O'Halloran. Sylvester O'Halloran was born on New Year's Eve, 1728, the third son of a Catholic farmer, Michael O'Halloran, and his wife Mary MacDonald. He was born outside of the city in Caherdavan and was named after the Bishop of Killaloe, Sylvester Lloyd. Within the city at the time, there was a huge divide between the rights of the Protestant and the rights of the Catholic. This made it rather unusual that Sylvester O'Halloran, a Catholic, would attend the Protestant school of Robert Cashin. Michael O'Halloran and Mary MacDonald's two other sons, Sylvester's older brothers, one of whom became a Jesuit priest and the other became a jeweller. At the tender age of 17, Sylvester O'Halloran left Limerick for London first and then to Paris, where he would learn to become a surgeon. It was while he was in Paris that he first came across the Royal College of Surgeons. Sylvester O'Halloran and his wife Mary Casey moved back into Limerick, into this street, which was then known as Change Lane. Today it's Exchange Street, named after the Exchange Wall which it faced. Here they would have 4 sons and 1 daughter before moving to Merchants Quay. Sylvester O'Halloran's wife Mary would pass away in 1782. We are here on Merchants Quay, the last residence of Sylvester O'Halloran. His house was on this spot and it was of a 3 or 4 story height. His view from his window was out into Limerick Port. It was 100 feet wide and the wall that came around was 600 feet long into the old port here, and he had a view directly out of it. Sylvester was fluent in Irish and he had a keen interest in his past. As a result, he wrote a history of Ireland where he amended previous histories that held Catholics in an unfavourable light. Sylvester O'Halloran was described as a tall, thin doctor in his quaint French dress with his gold-headed cane, his beautiful Parisian wig and cocked hat. The O'Halloran family motto does not seem very fitting for a renowned surgeon. It was, "I destroy and I kill." He was most noted for his pioneering cataract operations, but he also developed new amputation techniques which would save a greater portion of the patient's limbs. Sylvester O'Halloran was upset at how many head traumas would come into his county hospital. He made note of this in his diary. On one day there was 4 head traumas that came in alone. Sylvester O'Halloran and Giles Van Delore founded the Limerick County Infirmary Hospital. At first it consisted of 4 small houses connected together, but it was later developed into a larger hospital in St. Francis's Abbey. The foundation stone for this hospital is now in the Midwestern Regional Hospital. Sylvester O'Halloran Pedestrian Bridge is quite aptly situated in front of this marvellous view of the River Shannon, as Sylvester O'Halloran himself created a newer cataract technique which enabled millions of people to be able to see views such as this. As you can see here, the Abbey River enters into the Shannon. This section of the rivers was called Hell's Gate. It was called Hell's Gate because of the currents which would intermix from the 2 rivers, which would make it very dangerous for boats to enter and leave at this point. Sylvester died on the 11th of August, 1807. He was buried in his family plot in Killeely Old Cemetery, where his wife had previously been buried. Remember to check out my website, limerickslife.com, to find out about things that have happened in Limerick's past, and also to check out ilovelimerick.com to find out what's happening in Limerick today.